Hey there, this is Don the Idea Guy, and this is 31 Days of Ideas, and this is day 23. 23 are almost done. Are you guys enjoying these? I'm having a lot of fun. If I decide to go with 32 Days of Ideas, would you stick around for another day? What about 45 days? I don't know, I'm just pulling that out of the hat. I'm done after 31 days. We'll figure something else out after this. But hey, today's brainstorm is on ideas for keeping in touch with your clients, prospects, current and past clients. You can apply these ideas to staying in touch with relatives or friends if you want, but this is going to have kind of a marketing, sales, networking twist to them. So, a couple of the ideas that come to mind. We rely on email so much now that it has basically become the first line of contact with people, which means everything that's not email tends to stand out. So, if you're going to stay in touch with email and reconnect on email, absolutely go ahead, do it, but see if you can take little twists on it, like one of the things I really like is a tool called Outstand. It was originally called Ace of Sales. You can go to getaceofsales.com or get Outstand to sign up for a trial and take a look at what it is. But it allows you to send emails that look really sharp. You know how you get really cool looking email newsletters from marketing companies? They're sending that out to mass mail. The nice thing about Outstand is that you can send one-to-one emails that look just as good. And they have a variety of tools in there. There's email newsletters. There's actually something called a branded email, which basically looks like letterhead. But my favorite one is a email greeting, which looks like an email postcard. It's got a great big graphic up at the top that you can choose from their library. They've got hundreds of images to use. Or you can upload images. So a cool thing is if you've got a picture of you and your client at an event, you can that you've snapped a picture of together, or it's something that appeared in a local publication that is an article covering something that your client did. You can end up using that image as the postcard and send that to them. But it looks really cool. Definitely stands out more than your typical email. Second idea is if you're not having luck getting somebody to return an email because they're flooded with them, send a message through another online medium that you may be connected to your client or prospect in. For instance, I get really good results using LinkedIn because LinkedIn is not a major social media highway like Facebook is. So if you send somebody a Facebook message, chances are they got 50 of those already. But in LinkedIn, they may only get one or two, maybe three or four a week. And if you send them some messages there and it's compelling messages, it could be another avenue to get your message, your greeting, your piece of contact to the top of their list. Another one is to connect with them in social media like Twitter, where you tag them in a post. It's called whenever you put at. So if they're on Twitter, that's a great way to get their attention, is to at them in the post, reply to them that way, because they'll see it come up in a special stream that's just for their mentions. And if you've mentioned them in a post about something positive about their company, it's a good way that you've bragged on them in public. You said something nice about them in a way that has allowed them to overhear you. All right, so those are the only online pieces I want to touch now. Another one is if you've got your client's mobile number and their permission to connect in them this way, why don't you send them a text message? Text messages are way more immediate than an email message. They get it instantaneously. We tend to respond. I think 80% of people respond almost immediately to a text message, and like 99% of people look at it immediately. So way more frequently than an email would be. To go completely offline, why not think about sending a postcard? Postcards are great. My friend Lizzie Miles loves postcards, and I love getting postcards from her. I'm not as good at sending them as she is, but man, they stand out every time I see one in the mail. Frequently, we go to the mailbox and find lots of bills, lots of advertisements, but we don't get too many personal pieces of correspondence anymore, except for the occasional birthday card. So why don't you begin a habit of sending out a couple of postcards? It's cheaper than normal, first-rate mail. They'll probably look at it just as fast as they would get to your email, because so many of those get lost in the flood of email we get in our inboxes. So why not send a postcard? Another thing is send greeting cards. Obviously it's not as inexpensive as a postcard, and the nice thing about a postcard is they can read it immediately when they're picking it up out of the mail stack. But a greeting card, especially if you send it yourself so that it's handwritten, and none of those mass-produced inkjet sprayed handwriting-esque fonts work. Buy a card, hand address it, hand sign it, jot a little note inside, and mail it with a real stamp, not a postage meter. Another thing would be, why not record a video and post a video to them on YouTube, or record the video, post it to YouTube, and then paste it inside of Facebook. Do a Facebook Live session and tag them in it. There's so many different ways that we can reach out to somebody, even to the point of singing telegrams, send fruit baskets. A great thing is send a book. Go onto Amazon, find a book that you enjoyed yourself, something that you think they would enjoy, whether it's on the topic of something related to their industry, or it's just a great fiction book that you read that you wanted to share. Buy it online, have it drop shipped to their office. So many of us buy things on Amazon now that Amazon's done a really good job of allowing us to send gifts to people who are in their database if that person has made it available. And so many of us have created wish lists on Amazon that it's, there's probably an 80% chance that you could search for that user, find that name, and you can send the gift to them without you even knowing the address, because Amazon knows. I think that's enough ideas for this session. I've kind of made up for my super short one yesterday. Hopefully you're going to take some of these ideas and put them into action. And if you do, please leave a comment below. If there's one favorite one that you heard that you're going to try, please leave a comment. If you'd like to get more ideas like this delivered to your inbox, you can sign up for my free email newsletter list at dontheideaguy.com. And please subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I'm planning on making more of these videos, maybe not one a day after the end of this month, but certainly maybe once a week. These are kind of fun, and I hope you're enjoying them too. I will see you back here tomorrow.